Hello, and welcome to this edition of FDA's Tobacco Compliance Webinars, information and education for retailers and small businesses, brought to you by the Food and Drug Administration's Center for Tobacco Products. The topic of this webinar is using the compliance check inspections of brick-and-mortar tobacco product retailers database. The FDA has created this webinar to provide the public with information on how to access and utilize the database of tobacco compliance check inspections. This webinar will provide an overview of the database and instructions on how to easily access the database. It will also discuss searching the database, including understanding the search results, exporting data, and starting a new search. At the end of this webinar, we will provide additional resources for tobacco retailers and information on how to contact CTP. Compliance check inspections of tobacco product retailers are conducted by or on behalf of FDA to determine a retailer's compliance with the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, or FD&C Act, and related regulations. The Compliance Check Inspections of Brick-and-Mortar Tobacco Product Retailers database provides information from compliance check inspections at brick-and-mortar tobacco retailers. We will refer to this as the database throughout this presentation. The searchable database displays which inspected brick-and-mortar retailers received a warning letter, a civil money penalty, a no tobacco sale order, or were found to have no observable violations. Inspection results are available from inspections conducted in October 2010 to the present. The database may be searched by various criteria, such as retailer name, state, date ranges, and inspection results. We will discuss these search options in more detail in later slides. On March 15, 2022, the President signed legislation to amend the FD&C Act to extend FDA's tobacco product jurisdiction to products containing nicotine from any source, not just nicotine derived from tobacco. Specifically, this legislation expanded the definition of tobacco product in the FD&C Act to include products containing nicotine from any source. As of April 14, 2022, retailers of tobacco products containing nicotine not made or derived from tobacco must ensure compliance with applicable requirements under the FD&C Act resulting from this law. As such, it is illegal for a retailer to sell any tobacco product containing nicotine from any source, including cigarettes, smokeless tobacco, cigars, and e-cigarettes, to anyone under 21. After July 13, 2022, a non-tobacco nicotine product can only be legally marketed in the United States if it has received a Marketing Granted Order, or MGO, from FDA. This means that it is illegal for a retailer or distributor to sell or distribute a non-tobacco nicotine product that is not subject to an MGO from FDA. Without this MGO, a product is in violation of the law, and its manufacturer, retailer, or distributor risks FDA enforcement. Now, let's address a few important notes about the database. The absence of a retail establishment from this database does not imply compliance with all applicable statutory and regulatory requirements. This violation data cannot be readily compared across states and territories, nor compared with violation data collected under other initiatives, such as SINAR, for example. If an inspection was conducted as part of a two-part inspection, the date of the earliest violation will be displayed in the database. It is important to note that this database contains information regarding compliance check inspections of brick-and-mortar retail establishments. The database does not cover compliance actions FDA may issue to other regulated entities, including online tobacco retailers. For information about warning letters issued to online retailers and manufacturers, please see FDA's electronic reading room at the site shown on this slide. And finally, the inspection database uses the term underage purchaser, or UP for short. For the purposes of the database, the term underage purchaser refers to an individual under 21 years of age, the federal minimum age for the sale of tobacco products. For this webinar, we will use the term underage purchaser when describing individuals under the federal minimum age for the sale of tobacco products. We'll now discuss a few administrative notes that affect the database. The database is updated monthly. The website displays the date of the most recent update. For example, if you access the database and the header reads, "Compliance Check Inspections of Brick-and-Mortar Tobacco Product Retailers," includes inspection decisions through December 31st, 2023. This means that the available inspection data includes decisions made through December 31st, 2023. There are a few easy ways to access the database. The first is to enter the web address included in this slide and go directly to the website. Another way to find the database is to access it through the FDA website. To begin, go to fda.gov/tobacco-products. From that screen, click on the Compliance and Enforcement section. Once the Compliance and Enforcement screen loads, scroll down the page and find Additional Resources. Listed in these resources is a link to Compliance Check Inspection of Tobacco Product Retailers database. Click on this link to be taken to the inspection database page. You may also access the database through an internet browser search. If using this method, please search by the full database name, Compliance Check Inspections of Brick-and-Mortar Tobacco Product Retailers. Now, let's talk about how to search within the database. You may use any of the search inspection decisions fields to focus your search by the available criteria. You may use as many fields as you would like, or as few as one, to tailor your search to your specific needs. The available search criteria are retailer name. Searching by retailer name may be the easiest way to see the inspection history of a specific retail establishment. Please note that when searching by retailer name, using a partial name in the search criteria will return a broader range of results, including any retailer that contains the partial name. For example, if a retailer had a complete name of QuickTime, searching by only Quick in the retailer name field would return results for QuickTime and QuickMart. Please be aware that there may be spelling variations in retailer names in the database. You should confirm the spelling of the retailer's name and other words in your search. You may also search by city. Please note that city names must match the city included in a retail establishment's postal address. Other available search criteria by location include the state or U.S. territory and zip code. You may also search by inspection outcome. From the drop-down menu, you can choose all, no tobacco sale order, civil money penalty, warning letter issued, or no violations observed. You also have the option to search by the product type purchased by underage purchaser if applicable. Here, you can narrow the results using the drop-down menu by selecting cigars, cigarette tobacco, cigarettes in a package, ENDS, also known as electronic nicotine delivery systems, and e-liquid, hookah tobacco, oral nicotine product, roll your own tobacco, single cigarette, or smokeless tobacco. The search may also be narrowed down by decision date range. This will limit the search results to inspections for which FDA made a decision within the dates that are specified. Lastly, you may search the database by whether an underage purchaser was involved in the inspection, or if a sale to an underage purchaser occurred during the inspection. For both of these search fields, you may select either Yes or No using a drop-down menu. Once all desired search criteria are entered, click the Search button at the bottom of the Search Inspection Decisions block. As a reminder, you only need to enter one search criteria to begin your search. After clicking Search, individual inspection results will populate as a table on the database screen. An example of an inspection results return table is shown on this slide. Results will return in the basic view. In the basic view, the column headers for the table follow the available search parameters of the database: retailer name, street address, city, state, zip code, sale to underage purchaser, which indicates whether a sale to an underage purchaser was observed during the inspection, product type, decision date, and inspection outcome. The default display order shows the results based on the decision date, with the most recent decision date appearing at the top of the list. You may use the arrows located to the right of each column header to sort the results by any of the other available column header fields if you prefer. The table may display multiple inspection results for an individual retail establishment based on the number of inspections that have been conducted at the establishment. You may change the basic search results table to an expanded view by clicking Expanded above the upper right corner of the table. In the expanded view, the original basic view column headers remain, but the additional headers of whether an underage purchaser was involved, brand, flavor, inspection date, charges, and nicotine source are also displayed. To see all the available inspection information in the expanded view, you may need to use the scroll bar at the bottom of the table. Inspection results may also be downloaded as an Excel file. To do so, click the Export link above the table next to the Excel icon. Choose Export Results from the drop-down menu, and the file will then download immediately. The maximum number of search results that can be exported to an Excel file is 10,000. If you have more than 10,000 results, you will need to narrow your search to use the export feature. You may also prefer to have a printable version of the inspection results returned table. To create a printable document of the results, click on the printer-friendly link above the table. A new window will open with a printable document of your results and display your search criteria at the top of the page. The maximum number of search results that can be exported to a printable document is 5,000 results. If you have more than 5,000 results, you will need to narrow your search to use the printer-friendly feature. It is also possible to export available inspection data from the database by fiscal year, with or without a search. This option is available as a hyperlink at the bottom of the page. When clicked, a pop-up with the fiscal year choices will appear on your screen. Choose the desired fiscal year and click Export. Some of these files are quite large and may take some time to download. For additional common questions and troubleshooting about the database, please click the Help link below the Search Inspection Decisions box. You will be redirected to a help page that outlines how to use the database, provides search tips, and includes responses to frequently asked questions. If at any time you wish to restart your search or enter new search criteria, you can use the Clear Form button located underneath the search fields. Our website has additional information and resources to help retailers understand and comply with federal tobacco law. The links on your screen provide resources such as information regarding retail sales of tobacco products, a summary of the federal rules for selling tobacco products, This Is Our Watch materials for retailers, various social media links, and a way to sign up for CTP email updates. If you have additional questions regarding the compliance check inspections of brick-and-mortar tobacco product retailers database or federal tobacco laws, please contact us via email at askctp@fda.hhs.gov or by phone at 1-877-287-1373. For small business assistance, please contact the Center for Tobacco Products Office of Small Business Assistance at smallbiz.tobacco@fda.hhs.gov. Thank you for watching this program, brought to you by the FDA's Center for Tobacco Products, whose mission is to protect our youth and the nation's health from the dangers of tobacco.